What's up, guys? This is rinoranchero with another Hunger Games gameplay commentary for you all. In this video, I will be playing the Monster Kit. The Monster Kit is great because mobs will not attack you unless you attack them first, so it's very great for when creepers try to explode on you. That's always a very annoying thing, but with the Monster Kit, they'll never attack you unless you attack them first. So it's very great for a defensive gameplay style, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm a very offensive type of player. But in this game, I decided to adapt that defensive style for the kit. Now, in this game, I could not find any swamps in the beginning. I was typing /spawn, but I did find a jungle. And with the Redstoners' new update to the Hunger Games, there is a new type of soup called chocolate milk. You combine cocoa beans with a bowl, and you will get one chocolate milk, which is the same thing as a mushroom stew. And I find tons of cocoa beans, 72 to be exact, and so I am pretty much set on soup for the whole game. So that is very great, and I don't know if anyone else even knows or thought to get cocoa beans, so I'm feeling pretty confident. And I kill some animals there too. And here is my first victim, Hockey Freak 77. He's a cannibal, and he gets a few first shots on me, but right there, with the use of 2 soups, I kill him. He has an iron sword, which is the only thing I really need from him, which is great. So now I have an iron sword, and I make a couple of furnaces to cook my food, because I don't want to be just drinking mushroom soup the whole game, because mushroom soup has very low saturation, while foods like chicken and steak and pork chop all have much higher saturation, which is great. So my first victim, or my second victim here, is this guy here who's a Thor. A lot of people choose Thor when there isn't any soup, but I have tons of soup, so it's not a problem. He Thors me right there, and so I dash in and get a few hits on him. He gets low on health, so he turns to run, and that is when I finish off the Thor. He didn't have much in his inventory except for 6 steak, which I take. And steak has very good saturation, as you saw from my hunter video, so I'm very glad for that. So if you noticed as I was looking around, there are tons of towers in this game. In fact, there are 3 towers at least that I could see. So I decided it would be a very good idea to get bow and some arrows. So I kill some spiders there to hopefully get some string. And as I'm going through to follow my compass, I get this person named Lil Max 3 who is a werewolf. I don't realize that at this point, but werewolves do a lot of damage at night. And here they are. They have helmet and boots. And we start to fight, and look at their hits. They do so much damage. I have to hotkey very quickly, but right there with the use of 5 soups, I kill the werewolf. And he did have helmet and boots, so I gladly put those on, and I continue. Now, the great thing about Monster is that you can single out mobs that you want to kill, and so instead of having to fight like 5 or 6 mobs at once, you can have a 1v1 with any mob you like. So it's very good for farming certain materials, and I definitely want to farm arrows if I want to be able to snipe some of these towers. So that is the great thing about Monster. So I can go through and not worry about creepers or zombies, and just fight the skeletons 1v1. So I get tons of arrows, probably around 11 or so, and you can see the feast gets announced at only 18 minutes in. That's another new feature of the Hunger Games, which is very nice. So right here I decided to tower up and try to shoot these guys, and this is really cool. This person, Lady Girl, I shoot them once, twice, 3 times, and Lady Girl is killed. His teammate starts to dance around because he doesn't want to die too, and I actually miss him with every arrow that I have left. But it's not a big deal because I know I'm going to get more arrows at the feast, and so I am heading to that location. You'll see those experience orbs are lagging. That just happens sometimes. It's kind of annoying. So now I'm at the feast, and I see this guy here, and he runs away, and so I just let him run, and he begins to tower, actually, and thinks he can pillar over to the feast, but it's going to start in just 20 seconds. I know he's not going to make it, and so when the chests appear right here, I decide to grab as many arrows as possible, and then he comes right there, which is kind of silly that he would start his tower like 2 blocks away from the chest. I just hit him off and killed him. Not a big deal at all. So I grab some more stuff at the feast, and then I see this guy in full iron, and he starts to tower, so I quickly switch to a bow, and I pull it back and shoot him there, knock him down. I run in to fight him, and it only takes 2 more hits because he was a lumberjack. I don't know why you would tower as a lumberjack, but he does. So it's very silly indeed. So I'm going through the chests, grabbing arrows and everything I want. For some reason, I don't get the diamond helmet. I don't know why. I just forgot about it. And if you noticed, I enchanted my diamond sword with 3 levels, and I only got smite 1. So some advice to you is to never use more than 1 level on your sword, because I've gotten sharpness bonus 1 knockback 1 with only 1 level. So there's no reason to waste 3 levels like that. I could have had it full enchanted armor, but it's not like it's a big deal anyway. Everyone is in towers. So there are 2 towers left in this game, and one of them is M. Badar, and that's the guy I'm going to go for first. So I'm going through and I'm using an entire iron shovel, because if you think about it, when you're fighting towers, you have all the resources in the world because you can move around and get stuff, while the tower is just stuck with the resources that he grabbed before he went up there. So there's no reason to rush into things like this. You just want to take your time because you don't want to make any dumb mistakes. So I'm going to start towering, but then I realize that one of the guys came off his tower, and he's in full iron. So I start to hit him, and he goes to a crafting table. That's just crazy. Like, why would you start to craft, like, right when someone hits you? Like, oh man, I'm going to be able to craft this awesome thing before he kills me. Like, no, dude, you already had a sword. I don't know what you were doing, so very silly. So now it's just me and this guy, and he starts to pillar over as I tower. So I'm thinking he might be an ender mage or he might be a stomper, but he's not doing anything, so I just keep going. But I realize I don't have my bow anymore. I don't know what happened. I might have accidentally dropped it, I'm not sure. I might have put it in one of the chests at the feast, maybe. But I did kill a guy during the feast, so I don't know why I would do that. But it's not a big deal. I kill some spiders, and I make another bow. So I grab some more water, and with that water bucket, I'm able to go up to where I was. And I try to shoot him down here. I zoom in with Optifine, but I'm not having any luck. So I decide to get a little bit closer. So when you're trying to kill towers, you want to try to snipe them. That's the main thing. But if you can't, you want to be towering safely, and as I'm going up, I'm making walls around myself, because when you're not Stomper or Turtle, you can't risk it. So I'm going here, and then look at this right here, folks. I switch to my bow, and I pull back, and right there I hit him, and he walks off the tower, and he actually tries to log, but that doesn't work because of the combat log plugin, and he dies. I say booyah into the chat, and I win the game with Monster. Monster is a very great kit, especially for a defensive type of playing. I would definitely recommend this kit to anyone who wants to be defensive or just doesn't want to deal with pesky mobs. So it was a very great game. And here is the stats page, 7 kills with Monster. And that is the end of the commentary. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, please like the video, comment, or subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye.